Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, organizing your pantry is a bit like setting up a little library for your dried food goods. Joining us now is the owner of Refining Spaces, Candice Potts, as she shows us 5 steps on how to organize your pantry so that it stays categorized and everything is kept in the right place. Welcome to the show, Candice.
Hi, Blazer. Thanks for having me.
Candice, if you are anything like me, or if anyone out there can identify with me, my pantry, my cupboards in the kitchen are a mess. I never know where anything is. When I need it, it's always at the back. It's a mess. It really is. So are you able just to help me? 5 tips and tricks.
Yeah, no problem. So the first tip I always give my clients is just sort by category. Remove everything from your cabinets and put everything together that belongs together, like baking goods, your flour, your baking powder, everything together, snacks together. And then when you do that, you can also check expiry dates.
Yes.
Because a lot of the time, 50% of our food is actually expired.
Yeah.
So that's the one tip. If you just do that, that's already a big thing. And then what I have here is clear containers, which is a game changer. Because when you use clear containers, you are, firstly, you can see what you have. You can see
and how much
running
of it.
low. Exactly. If you're running low, you can see that. And then also, another tip is labeling. Sometimes our clients prefer not to have labels, but then they'll get confused between corn flour and baking powder and flour. So it's always good just to label. And I actually have them over here so I can show you what it is, and maybe you can help me
fill it up.
Fill this one up. I've got kidney beans over here, and the third point is a label maker. So I'm in love with my label maker. It's my favorite toy.
Yeah.
There we go. I've actually printed some for you.
Thank you. Okay, so you've already printed some labels from your label maker. Kidney beans, and that is exactly what these are.
And so a little tip is how I would place them in a pantry is because we have different sizes, I would go large to medium and then to small.
To small.
So to make sure, some people will put the label at the bottom, but then you wouldn't see it. So to make sure you can see it from as you open your pantry, then you can see your labels.
Well, let me add my kidney beans to the mix.
I'm going to
let me add them to the family.
My sugar.
Oops. And it's just that easy. Okay, I don't know if Palisa got that straight, but you get the point.
If you're not into the clear containers, you can also just use baskets, label the baskets, and then from whatever you're buying at the shops, you can just take it straight into the basket, snacks, baking goods, and that's also a good way to do it. And then my 4th tip is to put frequently used items in close to where you can reach them. Because I think if you're having oats in the morning for breakfast, you're not going to put it on the top shelf. You will have it close to where you can get it. Or if you have kids that have snacks, that love snacks, you wouldn't put it close to the kids. You'd actually
hide them.
Hide them.
Hide them.
So yeah, put things where you need it. And then lastly, just keep it clean.
Yeah.
Keep it clean. So when you're doing your stock take weekly or bi-weekly, you can take everything out, clean the containers, the shelves, put it back, and then you can see what you need.
But something else to elevate the simplicity of everything within your kitchen is a Lazy Susan.
100%. Lazy Susan is one of my favorite things to use. You can even use it in the bathroom. But for now, pantry. For your sauces, you can put it in your cupboard, or you can even put it next to the stove because it's so beautiful to look at. From here, we've just got sauces, we've got some coconut oils, and we've got some other ingredients.
So, Candice, for people who are unfamiliar with what a Lazy Susan is, what is it?
Basically, it is a container that can move around. So you don't have to now remove it from your cupboard to find ingredients. You just keep it in the cupboard. And so if I'll show you, so if we've put all the condiments together like this, so now it's in your cupboard. So if you needed your coconut oil, you just spin it around, take out the coconut oil, use it, put it back, and you get different sizes. So it's super useful.
Super, super useful. I mean, for someone like myself who is always looking for things, being able to access your coconut oil just with the twist of the Lazy Susan makes all the difference. Because another thing that I see has a ripple effect with cluttering your space is now when you have to move things all out the way just to get 100%. Something, now everything is out the way, you get it, you forget to put everything back where it needs to be. So that makes it easy.
100% does, yes.
Well, thank you so much, Candice Potts. You are phenomenal, and thank you for these tips and tricks.
Thank you.
Now, organizing your pantry doesn't have to be a daunting task. By following these simple tips and tricks, you can transform your pantry into a neat and tidy space that makes meal prep a breeze.